Hi everybody. So what I'm going to do right now is introduce you to this very important tool. This is your Alpha utility knife, and you'll notice that it is the smaller size. So basically this is going to be your best friend through Art 1080. It's a pretty simple thing. You just simply push up and down on the black slider to bring the blade kind of out of the handle. So whenever you're using this knife, you're going to push it so the blade is just sticking out of the top. You never want to be using it with the blade this much exposed because it's not going to have as much stability. It's not going to be that safe. It's going to wiggle around and it's going to make a lot more of your blade duller sooner than it needs to be. So one of the really great things about this tool is that you don't have to continually replace the blade. In fact, instead you can just go ahead and snap it off. So what we're going to do is go to the cap of the knife. We're gonna squeeze in at these tabs and pull the cap off. We're gonna come up to the tip of the knife and let it be out just so that this top edge is lining up with the slight indent in the blade. So from there, we're gonna take the end of the cap. You can see that little opening there and just simply put it over the blade and snap it off. Really importantly, this leaves us with this little sharp end here, and you're never ever going to just like throw that in the garbage. So sometimes if you're doing a lot of work, it can be good to put these in like a peanut butter jar or some other sort of sharps container. What I tend to like to do is grab just a little piece of masking tape. So we've got some painter's tape here, any type of paint or any type of tape will really do, and then you can just put that blade right inside of the tape and wrap it all up. So this means that no one that you're living with is gonna get stabbed when they go to take out the garbage, and that of course is a really good thing. So here we're gonna put our cap back on the utility knife, and really importantly, whenever you are carrying this around in a bag or putting it away at the end of the day, you want to make sure that the blade is down in the handle. So one alternative to the Alpha, maybe you're not at home and you need to use someone else's tool, would be the X-Acto knife. And so this works in very much the same way. Well, it's a little bit different because here you're always going to just twist the handle and pull the blade out when you need to replace the blade. So I like the Alpha knife over the X-Acto because the blades are really sharp and you don't have to replace them as often. That makes it a bit more economical and just easier to use. With the X-Acto knife, you have to replace the blades really often and they can become quite expensive. But like I said, this is a fine substitute in an instance where you can't get to your Alpha. So just one little side note about the X-Acto knife. When I am carrying this around, I like to turn the blade around and put it right in the handle like that and tighten it up. So again, that I'm not gonna accidentally stab myself when I'm carrying this around in my bag.